I cheated on my husband. Now he wants a divorce, but I told him never. In my house, the devil did not knock. He was already inside. Let me tell you something. In many homes, you will not hear shouting. You will not hear fighting. Everything will look peaceful. But inside, someone is dying slowly. That was my life. You know, sometimes the person you are praying for is the same person destroying you. My name is Rosey. I am a married woman. I have been married to my husband for 10 years. 10 long years. And in those 10 years, if you see me outside, you will say, God, when? You will wish to be me because I smiled, I dressed well, I glowed outside but was crushing inside. I respected my husband. I did everything a good woman should do. I looked perfect outside, but inside that house, there was a secret. A heavy one. Is it even a secret? I guess it was a secret to me alone. The kind that does not shout, but slowly eats you. You see, my husband of 10 years has been cheating on me since the 3rd year of our marriage. Not small problem, oh. Not mistake. A pattern. He cheated. Not once, not twice, many times. The first time I found out, it was my best friend. Yes, my own best friend. The one that comes to my house and we gist and laugh. The one that eats my food. But I didn't know she was screwing my husband. The one that knows my secrets. I remember that day. I nearly gave up. My hands were shaking. My eyes were hot. I asked him, why? Why my friend? Of all the ladies, why my own friend? And do you know the funniest part? My friend is also a married woman. When I confronted him, do you know what he said? He just looked at me calmly and said, it is the work of the devil. I was confused. I thought maybe I did not hear well, so I asked again. And again, the same answer, the devil. I couldn't take it, and I packed my bags and left. I went to my parents' house, but guess what? They sent me back. They told me to hold my family together and not bring shame to them. They told me to pray for him. I returned back to my husband's house as a shadow of myself. But after that, more women happened and I couldn't tell my parents. There's no one to turn to. Most nights I cry myself to sleep. He didn't even care. Woman from his office, woman from our street, my neighbor, another neighbor, even people I did not know. And every single time, he would tell me it was the devil's work. I should please pray for him. He don't know what came over him. And me, I believed him. Because where I come from, we don't throw away marriage. We fix it. We endure it. And everything that comes with it, we pray it into shape. At least, that is what I believed. Yes, I believed him. Because I was that kind of woman. The one that holds her home. The one that fights in prayer. The one that says marriage is for better or worse. So I prayed. Every night. I would kneel down. Sometimes I would cry. Sometimes I would whisper. Sometimes I would shout. God, please change him. God, please remove this spirit. God, restore my home. I prayed until my voice became weak. I prayed until my heart became tired. But something was not changing. It was getting worse. The cheating did not stop. It increased. And slowly,
something inside me started to break. Not loudly, not suddenly, quietly, like a plate that has cracked but has not fallen yet.
Sometimes I would look at myself in the mirror and ask, is this still me? Because I did not recognize myself anymore. I was always tired, always thinking, always watching, and still I stayed. Do you know why? Because where I come from, a woman does not just leave her marriage. People will ask, what did you do wrong? Why couldn't you keep your home? So I stayed because of what people will say, and I prayed more. But one day, something happened. Something small but dangerous. I was watching a movie. Just a normal movie, nothing serious. Then one woman said something. Something that did not leave my head. She said, if you want to humble a man, give him the same pain he gives you. I paused the movie. I did not laugh. I did not talk. I just sat there because that sentence entered my heart. For the first time in 10 years, I was not thinking about prayer. I was thinking about something else. Something I had never allowed myself to think about. What if? What if I stop being the woman that keeps forgiving? What if I stop being the woman that keeps praying? What if I do the same thing? That night, I did not pray. I just lay down and stared at the ceiling, thinking about all the years, all the pain, all the excuses. And something changed, not outside, inside me. By morning, I was no longer the same woman. I had made a decision, a dangerous one, a decision that would change my marriage, my life, and everything I believed in. I said to myself, let me do what he has been doing, whatever may be. And that was how it started. But let me ask you something. What happens when a woman who has endured everything finally decides to stop enduring? Will you blame her? But our society doesn't care about such women. Just take care of yourself by yourself, and that is exactly what I did. The day I stopped praying and started prioritizing myself, that was the day everything started changing. At first, it felt strange. My phone would buzz, and I would look at it, but with curiosity. Before, messages from admirers flooded my inbox, but I used to ignore the messages, deleted them, or even blocked men because I was a married woman, a virtuous married woman. But now, I was looking, reading, even replying, screening the men. Small replies at first, nothing serious, nothing deep. But something was happening. I was evaluating. And I won't lie to you, it felt good. The way they compliment me. Not because I was looking for love, no. That part of me was already tired. But because for the first time in a long time, I felt something different. Tell me, have you ever been in a place where the person who should see you doesn't even look at you anymore? That was me. So slowly, I started stepping into a new world, into a new version of myself. Not the praying wife, not the patient woman, but someone else. And the more I stepped in, the easier it became. Until one day, I crossed the line I knew I could not come back from. And that was when I chose him. I was not looking for love. I was looking for balance. I screened all the men and one caught my taste. He was not special, not really. Just calm, confident, available. The kind of man that knows what he's doing. We talked for a few days. Nothing emotional, nothing deep. Because this was not about connection.
this was about something else. Do you understand that feeling? When life has been happening to you for so long and you finally want to take control of something. That was where I was. So when he asked me out, I said yes. Simple. Just like that. The date was normal. Food, conversation, laughter. But inside me, something was building. This is your turn, I told myself. From the restaurant, we went to a hotel. And that was when everything became real. No more talking, no more pretending, just action. But even in that moment, there was something else in my chest. Not fear, not regret, anticipation. Because deep down, I knew this was not just about what was about to happen. There was something bigger, something darker, something I had already planned. And when the moment came, I reached for my phone. Now tell me, what kind of woman calls her husband in a moment like that? That's me. That was the moment I stopped being the victim and became the storm. My hands did not shake. That was what surprised me. I picked up my phone, dialed his number, and he answered. Hello? For a second, I almost stopped. Almost. But then I remembered everything. All the nights I cried, all the times I prayed, all the lies, all the women. I screamed in pleasure, and I didn't stop. I let him hear everything. My voice, my reactions, my breathing. And the truth? I was not acting. I wasn't faking because it's been a long time. That was the part that shocked me the most. In 10 years of my marriage, my husband had never made me feel like that. And now, another man was doing it. And now, another man was doing it. On the phone, I could hear it. Silence. His breathing. Then something breaking. Tell me, what do you think goes through a man's mind when he hears his wife with another man? Because whatever it is, it changed him. Right there. That was the moment. The moment power shifted. And when it ended, I ended the call. Guess what? I did not feel guilty. I felt awake. But the real explosion was waiting at home. I gave him his own medicine. The same thing he has been giving me for years. The next morning, I went home. He was there, sitting, waiting. You could tell he did not sleep. His eyes were red. His face was tight. He looked at me like he did not know me anymore. And maybe he didn't. He thundered, "How could you?" Immediately, I knelt down. Yes, just like I used to. And I started crying. I don't know what came over me. It is the work of the devil. I need prayers. Please pray for me. The same words he used to tell me. And that was when it happened. Not shouting, not fighting. Something worse. He froze. Because for the first time, he was hearing himself, and he hated it. Tell me, why is it easy to give pain, but so hard to receive it? That day, he could not handle it, not even a little. He started shouting, walking around, angry, confused. But not once did he say sorry for what he had done all those years. 2 days later, he came back with papers, divorce papers. And that was when I realized something. He couldn't take a dose of his own medicine. He could give pain, but he could not survive it. So tell me, what happens when the person who broke you finally feels the same pain? He stood there, quiet, holding the papers, divorce papers. For a moment, I just looked at him, not with anger, not with tears, just looking, because something inside me had changed. To be honest, I was happy watching him go through that series within 2 days. The same man who told me to pray, the same man who said endure, the same man who blamed the devil, was now standing in front of me, unable to endure anything. Then he spoke. I can't do this. His voice was not strong anymore, not confident. I don't want this marriage again. And for the first time, I saw him clearly. Not as my husband, not as the man I prayed for, but as someone who could not carry the weight of his own actions. I did not shout. I did not argue, because there was nothing left to prove. Instead, I said something simple. I am not divorcing you. He looked up, confused, almost offended. How? He asked. I smiled slightly. Not a happy smile, just a knowing one. And then I said, go and pray for me. This marriage is for better, for worse. We go nowhere.
Yes, I continued. You will go for Wednesday prayers. Fast for me. Do everything I have been doing for you for 10 years. He did not speak, because now he understood. This was no longer about the marriage. This was about truth. You see, for 10 years I stayed, not because I was foolish, but because I believed. Believed in love, believed in change, believed in him. But standing there, in that moment, I realized something. I was the only one carrying the marriage. And the moment I dropped it, everything collapsed. Not slowly, immediately. After that day, the house became quiet. Not peaceful, just empty. We still lived there, but it no longer felt like a home. 2 people, 1 space, no connection. He now walks around the house like a zombie. He comes home as early as 5 p.m., no nights out with the boys, no more business trips and conferences. He stays home during weekends, do some house chores. Sometimes he will scream at someone over the phone when his phone wouldn't stop ringing. Some days he works from home. I, on the other hand, now go out and come back anytime I want and dressed very nice. I don't know where this is leading us, but whatever comes next, I am ready. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please share your own story with us in the comment section, or you can send me a direct message if you want me to tell your story. What's your opinion about what I did? Would you have done the same, or you would have done things differently? Let's hear you in the comment section.